attributed to who we are. It is the cross of Calvary that made the difference in our life. On this particular morning, it is my desire to take you back to the day where heaven began to die for earth. I want to take you back to Calvary to show you why we should cherish the old rugged cross. If you have given your life to Christ, I pray that you will remember what Jesus did for you the day that he died on Calvary's cross. If you are lost, I want you to learn today that the cross of Calvary can and will make all the difference in your life. To really understand and grasp the totality of this particular text, John chapter 19, one really has to rewind back to John chapter 18. For there we come to understand that long before the Jewish leaders had arrested Jesus in the garden, they had determined to kill him. However, the Jewish council did not have the right to execute prisoners, so it was necessary to get the cooperation and the approval of the city of Rome. This meant a visit to Rome. The Roman procurator Pontius Pilate. There were three stages in both the Jewish trial and the Roman trial. After his arrest, Jesus was taken to the home of Ananias. There they began to interrogate him. Ananias was trying to get information that would implicate Jesus as an enemy of the state. He wanted to prove that both his doctrine and his disciples were anti-Roman, for then he would be worthy of death. Stage 2 of the trial took place before Caiaphas, where members of the Sanhedrin and the high priest would assemble at the hour of the night. When Jesus confessed clearly that he was the Christ, the council found him guilty of blasphemy and therefore, according to their law, worthy to be put to death. However, it was necessary for the council to meet early the next morning and give their verdict, since it was not considered legal to try capital cases at nightfall. Stage 3 of the Jewish trial took place early in the morning. The leaders condemned Jesus to death. The three stages of the Roman trial were the first appearance before Pilate, the appearance before Herod, and the appearance before Pilate again. And then you can see the Apostle John begins to record only the interrogations that happened by Ananias and Pilate. He mentions Caiaphas only in passing, but here he focuses primarily on this Roman trial. By the time he wrote the Gospel of John, the Jewish nation had been scattered by Rome. Jerusalem had been destroyed, and Roman power was all that really mattered. Pontius Pilate was in office from AD 26 to AD 36, was not greatly liked by the Jews. He could be ruthless when he wanted to, but he also understood Jewish power structures and he knew how to use them. His handling of the trial of Jesus reveals an indecisive man, a weak man, a compromising man. Rome's motto was, let justice be done though the heavens may fall. You see, Pilate was not concerned just about justice. His only concern was to protect himself, protect his job, and protect his Rome. As you read the Johannine account, you will see Pilate seeking to find a loophole that would please both sides of the fence. He was afraid of the crowd, but he grew more and more afraid of the prisoner. At least 3 times he announced that Jesus was not guilty of any crime. 3 times he said, I find no fault in this man. Yet he refused to let him go. The Roman trial conducted by Pilate revolved around 4 key questions. Number 1, what is the accusation? In other words, what has he done? Number 2, Jesus, are you the King of the Jews? And number 3, shall I release the King of the Jews, and where are you from? Note, if you will, that Jesus did not answer the question of Pilate because he had already answered it back in John's Gospel, chapter 18. It is a basic spiritual principle that God does not reveal new truth to us if we fail to act on what we already know. Let me explain that. When I already know and you already know, don't ask me the same question over and over, because I've already told you. Pilate had already made it clear that he was not personally interested in spiritual truth. All he was concerned about was maintaining peace in Jerusalem, and he tried to expedite the trial of Jesus of Nazareth. Pilate did not deserve an answer. Fear and anger often go hand in hand, and when we are afraid, we are weak, we go to the other extreme to try to appear strong. This is what Pilate did as he reminded Jesus of who he was, but his statement did not demonstrate his power. Let me pause parenthetically and suggest sometimes because of our position, we want to use our position to usurp our authority, but the truth of the matter is you really have no power. So in this text, in John 19, starting at verse number 11, our Lord's words to Pilate were words that revealed his faith in his Father and his surrenderance to his will. Jesus knew that his time was coming, and Jesus knew what he had to do. Jesus was able to surrender to Rome and the Jews because he was first of all that yielded to God. While Pilate was boasting in his authority, while Pilate was boasting in who he was, Jesus reminded him that the so-called authority was only dedicated to him by God. You think you're somebody, but what you fail to realize is the power that you think you have comes from the same God who will crucify me in just a few minutes. Jesus reminded him, you really don't have the power that you think you have. The Apostles' Creed states without embellishment that Jesus was crucified. He died, but also says he was buried. But the good news is he got up 3 days later. And I come to let somebody know that when we are saved and when we give our life to Christ, we always have to remember the cross, because the cross is the emblem and the suffering of shame. When I think about that old rugged cross, I see Jesus in the high court being whipped all day and all night. I see Jesus in the high court with a crown of thorns on his head. I see Jesus in the high court making his way to a hill called Calvary, and my mind takes a trip onto the cross. In John 19, verse 16, the Bible says, then he delivered him to be crucified. So Jesus took and led them away. And he, bearing the cross, went out to a place called the place of skull, which is called Golgotha. Pilate delivered the prisoner to the cross, but God was fulfilling an age-old plan by delivering up his son. Calvary, beloved, was no accident. It was a divine assignment that was designed to purchase salvation for you and for me. Skull Mountain, as they called it, Golgotha, as they called it, Calvary, a place associated with death in the minds of the people of Jerusalem, but yet it was a place prepared by the Father himself, a place designed to host the death of the Lamb of God. Verse 17 says that he carried his cross to a place called Calvary. The other gospel writers mention that a man by the name of Simon of Cyrene carried the cross cross for Jesus. There is no contradiction. He left Pilate's judgment hall carrying the cross. Simon was recruited along the way to help him. John's word brings to mind the symbolism of the cross because Jesus was bearing upon his shoulders the sins of the world. The cross was more than just a piece of tree. It represented the heartbreak. It represented the pain. It represented the slavery. It represented the debt of sin. That what Jesus was carrying that day was your sin and my sin. When he arrived at Calvary, the Bible tells us that Jesus was crucified. They nailed our Lord on the cross with spikes in his hands, spikes in his feet. An agonizing moment. Record Jesus hanging on the cross, his naked body between the people, in front of the people, hanging between two things. And on that day, as Jesus hung on the cross, he realized he had to fulfill what his Father sent him there to fulfill. He hung on the cross and he said, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? Jesus, in his human flesh, was feeling like that his Father had forsaken him. While he hangs on the cross, the Bible said that he looked at the thief and said, this day thou shalt be with me in paradise. He looked down from the cross and he looked at his mother. He said, woman, behold thy son. Son, behold thy mother. Jesus, while he was on the cross, was still implementing human responsibility. He looked at his mother and said, Mother, I gotta leave you, but I won't leave you by yourself. And I wonder, is there anybody here who can thank God that while he was on the cross, that every time I look at the cross, I see the provision that the Lord made for me. I remember the trip to the cross. Not only will I cherish the cross because of the trip to the cross, but I'm reminded of the testimony of the cross. In verse 19, the Bible says, now Pilate wrote the title and put it on the cross, adding the writing, Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. Pilate's sign, written in Hebrew language of the religion, Greek the language of philosophy, and culture, was also the language of the common man. The sign told all who might have passed by that Jesus was the King of the Jews. In other words, they were trying to make fun of Jesus. The cross of Christ became a giant gospel tract for all who were passing by. The importance of this is that Jesus is pictured as a universal Savior. That does not mean that he will automatically save everybody, but that he will save anybody who will come to him by faith, regardless of your background, regardless of where you've been and what you've been through. You need to know that Jesus is the Savior, and whosoever will, let them come. The seamless garment that the soldiers began to cast lots for as they gambled for Jesus' clothes. The picture is the garment is very special because it's a seamless garment. It was to be worn by the high priest of Israel as part of a ceremonial dress code. This was to remind them that he was going into the presence of the Most High God without spot, blemish, or flaw. This was the picture of the Lord Jesus and what he was about to do for you and for me. But not only does the garment remind me that he was spotless, just the night before, Israel's high priest had rent his own garments in the presence of Jesus, which was forbidden according to Leviticus chapter number 21. It was a picture of the end of the priestly system. Y'all remember that when Jesus died, the veil veil was ripped. In other words, there is no more border between me and Jesus. I no longer have to go before the high priest, but now I can go to Jesus all by myself. And I wonder, is there anybody here who can get excited that every time I see a cross, it reminds me that the Lord has given me access. No longer do I have to go into a room and confess my sin to a man, but I can go down on my knees and I can call on the name of Jesus, because the Bible says that at the name of Jesus every knee has to bow and every tongue has to confess. We already know that on Easter Sunday morning that the Lord got up with all power in his hand. But after Easter is over, every now and then you ought to look back and remember the cross. Every now and then you ought to look at the cross and tell God thank you. Every now and then you ought to say like the hymn writer, so I'll cherish the old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. Is there anybody here who knows that on that cross, on that Sunday morning, on that Saturday night, my Jesus hung there, suffered, bled, and died? One writer said, from the 6th to the 9th hour, Jesus hung on the cross, waiting for his soul to be taken to heaven. He hung on the cross as an embarrassment. He hung on the cross that you might live. He hung on the cross that you might be free. He hung on the cross to forgive your sin. He hung on the cross to forgive my sin. And on that Saturday, the Bible said that the earth began to get dark and the earth began to shake. The Bible said that on that Saturday night, they wanted to make sure that Jesus was dead. They took a spear and they pierced him in his side. Blood and water came running down. It was the blood of Jesus that saved. Did you remember what the hymn writer said? There is a fountain filled with blood drawn from Emmanuel's vein. Emmanuel is Jesus, the one who hung there. The Bible says Jesus hung on the cross. He hung his head. He said, it is finished. Into your hand I commend my spirit. Jesus, he died on the cross for you and for me. He died. Joseph came and took his body, laid him in a borrowed tomb. But early Sunday morning, Jesus, he rose with all power in his hand. And that's why I live, because the Lord, he got up with all power in his hand. I'll cherish the old rugged cross. And so I'll cherish the old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. Do you know that other religions, they laugh at Christianity because we walk around with crosses on our necklaces, crosses on our cars. We walk around coming to churches. Some churches have crosses hanging on the wall. The significance of the cross is just to remind us of what Jesus did. Shall we never forget the cross of Calvary? Shall we never forget the day that Jesus hung, suffered, bled, and died? But shall we always remember that like every other leader who died, they stayed buried. But on that third day, early in the morning, before the rooster crowed, early in the morning, before the sun rose, early in the morning, before anybody woke from their sleep and their slumber, Jesus got up with all power in his hand. And because he lives, we can face another day. We already know, because we've heard it over and over and over and over and over and over that he got up. And the truth, that's very true. He got up with all power in his hand. But if Jesus got up to give you power, then my question to you today is, why are you so powerless? He died that we might live. So we should always cherish the cross, remembering the suffering of the cross, remembering the shame of the cross, remembering the sacrifice of the cross. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross. Shall we stand to our feet?